Hello, this is Dr. Don, leadership strategist and CEO of Influencers Global. Welcome to Motivation Monday. Do you ever feel like you don't have enough time in any given week to get all the things done that you need to get taken care of? I know most leaders that I talk to, including myself, often struggle or have struggled with having enough time to take in all the things that are important in any given week. You know, we all have the same amount of time. We all have 7 days, 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, 24 hours in a day, but somehow or another it just doesn't seem like enough time. So if that's you today, I want to give you some tips, actually 5 tips on how you can work less and get more done. So tip number 1, divide your week into 21 segments. What I mean by that is real simple. We tend to see the week in 7 days, Monday through Sunday or what have you. But what I want you to do is to think about your week in 21 segments. Because in each day, you have 3 segments. You have a morning, you have an afternoon, and you have an evening. So as you begin to plan out your week, consider that you have 21 different segments that you can put your planning into. Tip number 2, play to your strength. What I mean by play to your strength is each one of us are naturally energized during a certain part of the day. You want to tackle the hard tasks during those hours and during those times. Save the lower energy times of your day for menial tasks or things that require least emotional or intellectual energy from you. Some of us are naturally morning people, some of us are evening people. Play to your strength. Do the hard stuff during the times that you're most energized. So tip number 1, divide your week into 21 segments. Tip number 2, play to your strengths. Tip number 3, standardize your decision making. Standardize your decision making. I want you to consider a light bulb in your house. You know, a light bulb goes out, you go to the store and you get another light bulb. It's not a hard decision because it's been standardized for you. All you have to decide is the wattage that you want. But the actual base of the bulb, it fits any light bulb or any lamp in your home. And that's a decision that's standardized. There's some decisions that you make that you may spend a lot of time on. But if you know that on every Tuesday, this is what I'm going to wear, or this is what I'm going to eat, or this is my routine or my schedule, then those decisions don't take up so much of your time and your energy. Standardize your decisions. Tip number 4, group similar activities together. So, for instance, don't go from email to phone call to writing notes to a meeting to lunch. You want to group similar activities together. So take the time and schedule your emails and do them all at one time. Take time to schedule all of your errands at the same time. Take time to make phone calls at the same time in your day, or to take phone calls in that time of the day. Group similar activities together. And finally, tip number 5, never end a day without planning for the next day. So let's review. Tip number 1, divide your week into segments. Tip number 2, play to your strengths. Tip number 3, standardize your decision making. Tip number 4, group similar activities together. And tip number 5, never end your day without planning for the next. This is Dr. Don. Thanks for joining me for Motivation Monday. Make it a great week.